Hello, everybody. Mike Sheila, Director of Marketing and Business Development for Advantage Industries. And I wanted to share a story with you today that I think is really important to business owners, both in government contracting and in the commercial business space. About 3 weeks ago, I had a call with the owner of an architecture firm here in the Mid-Atlantic marketplace. And we were talking about cybersecurity and IT. And through the conversation, I find out that, well, yes, he is an architecture firm, which we have a lot of experience with. The majority of his business is through the Department of Defense. Specifically, he is a subcontractor that does a lot of work for prime contractors for the Department of Defense. That's where the majority of his business comes from. I talked to him about CMMC, cybersecurity maturity model certification, and he was unfamiliar with it. But he said, I don't really handle the IT for my business. I'm going to give you the names of the 3 people in my company that would know more. He did that, and I sent an email to them, inviting them to have a call and discuss, and didn't get a response. And then I sent a second email, and I sent a third email. And finally, I sent a 4th email back to the owner and said, hey, nobody's getting back to me. And his response was, well, if they're not interested, they're not interested, which it's like, that's not an option. And here's what I mean by that's not an option. You don't have to do business with me, and you don't know me, you don't trust me. Okay, fair enough. But if you are a government contractor, sub or prime, and you have work that is connected to Department of Defense, sometime in the next 36 months, you are going to be required to follow CMMC. If you are a prime, it's going to show up on the new contracts. If you are a sub, your primes are going to say, hey, I need you to show proof of this because I need to be able to show proof so that I can win this bid. Period. End of story. Unless you're selling janitorial supplies to the DoD, you're going to have this requirement. On top of that, if the last 2 years have taught us anything, it's nothing is certain. There's a lot of unpredictability. The workforce is unpredictability. Our business is unpredictable. And cybersecurity has become of paramount importance. So, okay, for you non-government contractors that are watching this video, you're in the commercial business space. Maybe you're a doctor's office. You should be following HIPAA. Maybe you're a retailer and you should be following PCI for credit cards. Maybe you are an organization that does a lot of work in Europe and you should be following GDPR. Maybe you don't fit in any of those categories. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST for short, has come up with a compliance framework for you to follow. It's called NIST 800-171. And the overwhelming majority of you that are watching this video right now are not compliant. You're not compliant with NIST. You're not compliant with HIPAA, PCI, GDPR. You're not compliant. How do I know that? Well, 2 things. First, in the last 2.5 years since joining Advantage, I have yet to speak to a single company that I couldn't do something for them to make them better protected. The overwhelming majority of them are almost completely unprotected. On top of that, if you have not paid an independent third-party cybersecurity company to audit you based on a compliance framework like NIST, like HIPAA, like GDPR, like CMMC, if you're not paid for that, then I know you're not compliant. It's as simple as that. And if that work was done 2 years or more, you're probably out of compliance now. You've probably stopped doing the things that need to be done, or you haven't added the updates that have occurred in the last 2 years. So here's what I want to offer. Included with this video is a link. And that link will let you take a quick, free, and anonymous cybersecurity quiz. Yes, anonymous. I will have no idea that you took the quiz. I'll have some idea that someone took the quiz, but I won't know who they are. I won't know anything about them. When you are ready, you can fill in your contact information and you can schedule time to discuss the results of your quiz with one of our engineers. I thank you so much for watching this video today. If you thought this was valuable, please like it, share it, comment on the social media platform that you're watching on. Have a great day.